Welcome to TNT Spices. Today, we're going to make ourselves a prime rib. We have a slightly over 8-pound prime rib bone in. Now, right now, all over the internet, you see a viral milk prime rib.
This is a $200 prime rib, okay? I would not do this if I did not 100% believe that this is the best way to make a prime rib. Marinated, submerged in milk.
Well, we're not going to do that. We're going to do something unique on our own. We're going to do a buffalo style prime rib today. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. First thing I want to do with this prime rib is I want to trim this up. I have a silver skin that's on here, some fat. We also have our bones. I've trimmed our fat. Now, I didn't take my bones off 100%. They're just about ready to come off, but that's how I want it. I'm going to take some olive oil as our binder. Wash my hands. Now, I'm going to take BB's and Q's Provisions Let's Get It Italian blend.
BB's, Q, and Provisions. Now let's get it.
We're going to season this real well on all sides. Ooh, that smells good. This is a big piece of meat, so you can be generous. Now, with that all seasoned, here I have just a box that you get at the supermarket of fresh herbs. This is a poultry blend, fresh herbs, rosemary, thyme, and some sage. I'm just going to place that right inside where our ribs are, and we're going to close this up, and we're going to truss this. I'm going to truss this off camera. There's a gazillion videos on YouTube that you can find that'll teach you how to tie the knots and truss this up. What I need to tell you so that you can make this and have this ready for the prime rib is how to make the buffalo sauce. You're going to want at least 2 bottles of our Sriracha Ghost Reaper hot sauce. You're going to want some white vinegar, some butter, and some salt. I'm going to show you the exact recipe right here. Your finished product. Now, this is more than 2 batches, but 2 batches would be enough for the prime rib that we're going to do today. With the buffalo sauce made, we are now going to take it and we're going to smear, cover every part of this prime rib all around. We're now going to place this in our refrigerator. We're going to allow this to sit in that fridge for about 2 days before we actually cook this.
48 hours later.
Our buffalo style prime rib. I've set our smoker at 225 degrees. We are going to allow this to cook until our center reaches an internal temperature of 120 degrees. Then we'll bring this inside the house. We're also going to make ourselves a French onion soup. The first thing we want to do is chop up our onions and mince up our garlic. I've got 7 sweet onions and I've got 5 nice sized garlic cloves. I'm going to chop and mince this all up off camera. I'm going to take 3 tablespoons of butter, place that into our pot. We're now going to take our onions that we chopped. Next, I'm going to take the garlic that we minced up. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of our all-purpose SPG. Then I have a 1/4 cup of white sugar. We'll stir this up and we're going to let this cook until our onions are nice and caramelized. And this is going to take anywhere between 1 hour to 2 hours depending on how brown you would like these. But keep an eye on it every 10-20 minutes. Come around and stir this. So we're going to let our onions cook. Our onions have cooked a couple hours. Next, we want to take some red wine. We're going to take 2 cups and we're going to cook it down and reduce it slightly. This red wine is also going to help deglaze the bottom of our pot. It's been about 20 minutes. We've allowed our wine to reduce down some. Let's start adding the final ingredients. Here I have 1 2/3 cup of chicken stock that I've just simply made with the Goya bouillon packets. Here I have the same amount, 1 2/3 cup of beef broth. Now I used Better Than Bouillon. Last liquid, I have 2 cups of apple cider. Final bit, I have 1 bay leaf, and I have 1 little thing of poultry seasoning that you can buy in the supermarket. I've just tied it off. We're going to place this inside. We're going to allow this to come up to a boil. Then we're going to allow this to simmer anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. We've allowed this to simmer a half hour. Now, one final ingredient I almost forgot.
Sometimes I think, and then I forget.
I have half of a shot glass worth of brandy. That's it. Now we can start plating this up. We want to take a ramekin or a bowl. We're going to take a couple pieces of either toasted or stale bread. We want to fill our bowl with our soup. Then we have some Swiss cheese. We're going to throw this inside of our broiler and we'll serve this up with our main meal. Let's also make some roasted potatoes to go with our prime rib. I'm going to chop these up into some cubes. Pour some olive oil. Now I'm not giving you exact measurements on this. So this is one of those situations where you always hear people say, season it with your heart.
Same goes for your heart, Tin Man.
I'm going to take BBQs and provisions. Let's get it veggie blend. We're just going to toss this up. Once again, another blend that smells fantastic. And that looks pretty good. We're going to put our potatoes onto this pan, spread these out evenly. We're going to place these into a 350 degree oven, and we're just going to bake these until they're tender and ready. A prime rib has reached an internal temp of 120 degrees. We're going to bring this into the house. We're going to loosely tent this with some foil and allow this to rest about an hour or so before we carve into it. Our prime rib has rested. Move it over. Cut these strings off. Take our bones. We'll set these to the side for right now. Let's cut into this. Oh yeah, that's looking absolutely phenomenal. Ooh, we're gonna slice this up and serve this up. Another fabulous meal. This is way better than that milk prime rib. This is something you've got to try for yourself to believe it.
Believe me, believe me.
Thank you for joining us here at TNT Spices. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Till the next time, God bless you all.
TNT Spices. That's